I'm choosing to tell my story now because what happened to me could easily happen to you. I was a cadet at 18. I experienced an environment that I now know was not necessarily correct. And actually, it was only later in life that I realised that what was happening was wrong.
Bullying and harassment is not really acceptable. It should not be happening. I think it's about not blaming yourself, because sometimes we all get into situations that we don't necessarily have the tools to deal with.
So today we're on the coast in the UK, the Bristol Channel, and we're here to discuss bullying, harassment and exploitation at sea. I'm David Hammond, and I am the founder of Human Rights at Sea and the Executive Director of Human Rights at Sea International. For the past 30 years I have been working in the maritime environment, both working at sea but also from a legal and human rights perspective.
What a good boy! Yeah. Oh. That's a good boy. Yeah. My name's Jessica Tyson. I did 18.5 years at sea on a variety of vessels. I'm the harbour master for Bridgewater, Minehead and Watchet. I'm also an authorised pilot for the Port of Bridgewater. As a cadet, I had somebody that did a very good psych job on me to the point where I actually nearly stopped going away. He called me a high-class whore in front of crew that I'd been working with, and it was like being physically hit. I had to go and find a loo and shake a bit and pull myself together, and then went back again and stayed clear of him. Some of it was driven by the fact that I think probably he had wanted other things and I wasn't interested. I was fortunate that there were people there that had seen it, didn't agree with it, had come to find out if I was okay. But I think the answer is don't be afraid to go and say, this is not acceptable. It's easy to say, it's not as easy to do. The problem is that if you leave it, then nobody's being called out on it.
The issue is that good people often walk by where bad things are happening because they don't know what to do. In terms of bullying and harassment, there must be a zero tolerance approach from everybody. Maybe it's helpful I give some top tips. And the first one I would say is speak to as many experienced people as possible so you understand the environment that you're going into. And that's not just people within the industry, but it could be somebody who is a docker, it could be a union official, it could be a family member. At the end of the day, you are doing a professional role in a very difficult environment under often difficult circumstances. The chain of command must be respected, but you need to also be aware and know when to speak up and know when things are not right. Within the ship environment, within the management environment, you can go to your chain of command. There's the designated person ashore as well. There are unions, and you might wish to consider union membership. There are also the welfare charities and organisations that you will find in virtually every port around the world.
Communication is always the key, however difficult. If you don't feel that you can talk to somebody, you can always write it down. The answer is don't feel that you have to suffer in silence, and don't feel that you don't have a right to have your voice heard. There are people out there to support you in many forms. There are people like myself, like other people who are ex-officers, men, women, it doesn't matter. Sometimes it's just best having people that you feel you can talk to, even if they're not in the industry.
Hey, how are you doing?
Nice to see you. Long time no see.
Yeah. So this is your boat?
This is my very fancy piece of pilot boat. She's a very good piece of kit.
So what, everybody needs a boat like that.
There we go. She's just been out for her annual lift out, and so she has a nice clean bottom today.
So this is all yours?
This is all mine.
I like the fact that it's cheesed down properly.
Yes. We have them trained.
We've been talking about bullying and harassment, and these are key issues anyway to discuss. But overall, the picture's not bad, is it?
No, I don't think it is. I mean, it's vastly improved. That's not to say that you can just solve it overnight. You're dealing with people.
So actually, when it comes to cadets and training, this is about them maximising their experience and awareness of, as you say, the tools, the organisations they can go to, but also listening to their peers and their seniors as well.
Yeah, I think, you know, it's a combination. I think it's really important that, you know, do find out who your DPAs are. Do have a mentor or somebody that you can speak with.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to stand up if you genuinely feel there is an issue.
But and also equally, if it's not right for somebody, they also have to know that they can walk away.
If it's not for you,
Yes.
it's not for you. It's not for everybody. Having said that, you also need to have the moral courage, I suppose, and the fortitude to give it enough of a chance. I nearly gave up being away because I had somebody that did a really good job on me in my head, and I nearly went, I'm done. And I would have come away with nothing. I had good support. I had a very wise mother who said, you've only got one trip, finish it. And she was correct, because the next trip I had was one of the best I had the most incredible time.
And that's key. You don't know what's
So you don't
tomorrow,
know.
you don't know what's around the corner. I see brilliant young people. And so what would be your message to new joiners and cadets for the industry?
I'm very hopeful. But you know what, if you have a passion for something,
Yeah.
the opportunities are there. It's seize the day, seize the opportunities, go see the world. I mean, you know, how many jobs pay you to go speeding around in a fast boat sometimes? How many jobs allow you to see orcas in the wild?
Yeah,
How
yeah.
many jobs allow you to see the electrical storm?
I remember seeing flying fish for the first time.
There we go. You know, there are so many things. And also, you know, it's like many industries. You have to go with a sense of humour. You have to go with, if you want, an open heart, an open mind to what you could get from it. You don't always get all the good, but, you know, the good and the bad usually balance out, usually in favour of the good. So it's all there.
As we all know, the work environment that you're either in or you're about to enter into is very different to being on land. You can't simply get off board ship if there's a problem. You have to be able to bounce back. You have to be able to pick yourself up. You have to be able to deal with difficult situations, learn from them, and address them in your own mind.
Realise that it's not easy. Realise that it's not necessarily going to always be peachy. However, the good does outweigh the bad, and if you can do your job, eventually people will realise that. It's a tough climb sometimes, but my God, the view's good when you get up there.